we are going to practice writing the equations today. Yesterday we graphed. We wrote our equation and then we graphed. Our equation is written in slope-intercept form. Today they're going to give you the graph and you're going to go the other way. You're going to write the equation. So let's think back to what we did yesterday. When we wrote our equations yesterday, what form did we write them in? Y equals mx plus b. So if you would, on the top of your paper, put it big somewhere. Y equals mx plus b. All of our equations at this point are going to be written in slope-intercept form unless I direct you to do otherwise. But it's always in slope-intercept form. When we write our equations in this form, there's two very important things that we need. What are those two things? Not the x-intercept.
The y.
Right on the y-intercept.
Y-intercept and slope.
Yes, the slope and the y-intercept. Now, slope and y-intercept both have a specific variable that we use. What variable do we use to represent slope? M. And what variable do we use to represent y-intercept? B. So I need to find my slope, I need to find my y-intercept. Is that something we can do on our graph? Yes, of course it is. Look at your line right here. I want you to take your finger and put your finger on the y-intercept. Can you do that, please? Take your finger or pencil and put it right on that y-intercept. Remember, the y-intercept is where your graph crosses your y-axis, and it's right there. What is that value? Negative 1. So I'm going to write on my paper that B, my y-intercept, is negative 1. Slope. That's our next. So what are you using? Good. Rise over run. I'm going to write that down. N equals rise over run. So where do we start when we do rise over run? Do I start at the origin right here? Where do I start? Okay, we could start here. Happens to be a nice value. So rise over run. I want to know how many units I can rise until I'm level with the other point or in another point. Well, how many can I rise here? 1. So my rise is said to be a positive 1. I went up 1. Now I'm going to go to the right, how many units until I get to the other point? 4. I went over 1, 2, 3, 4. We ran in a positive direction. If you go to the right, that's positive. So my run is a positive 4. Our slope is 1, 4. Can you write an equation?
Yes.
Yeah, we did this yesterday, didn't we? We have an M and we have a B. Let's write our equation. Let's go ahead and substitute in. Y equals, remember to substitute in, we're putting 1/4 in for M, and we're putting negative 1 in for B. Let's do our substitution. Y equals 1/4 x plus a negative 1. Now I heard somebody say minus 1. Is plus a negative 1 the same as a minus 1? Yes, again, I want you to be very comfortable with seeing minus 1. It's the same thing as plus a negative. Y equals 1/4 x minus 1. So again, today we're given a graph. We're going to find our slope, find our y-intercept, and then write our equation. Look at the next one, please. So it says write the equation of the graph in slope-intercept form. So I'm going to start by writing down y equals mx plus b. And again, there's two things we have to know. We have to know our slope, and we have to know our y-intercept. I would start with the y-intercept because to me it seems to be easy to pick out. Do we know our y-intercept? Yes. The y-intercept? Yeah, what's our y-intercept? Negative 3 right here. That's where your graph is crossing the y-axis. graph, and they're wanting us to write the equation of that graph. So we're looking for our slope and we're looking for our y-intercept. And we just found our y-intercept to be -3. So the next thing we're doing is finding our slope. I could start here. How do I know where to end? Or how do I know what to do next? Chance, what do you think?
Wouldn't you just end wherever it does meet at like evenly? You wouldn't.
Yeah, kind of. It would say maybe meet at an intersection.
Yeah,
That'd be an okay
because
description.
if you like, because if it were to meet evenly at all the intersections, like if the line were to continue, it would basically just give you the same thing.
It would be. It would give us the exact same thing. And it doesn't. I don't want to say it doesn't matter where you end, but there's multiple places where you could end.
Yep.
So there's one at that point right there. Can somebody give me an ordered pair of another place we could end? You mean an ordered pair? Can you do it?
Up 4 over 2.
Up. Okay, so give me the ordered pair. Can you do that?
3 over 1.
3, 1. 3, 1 wouldn't work.
Maybe 4 over
4 over 2.
2. Oh.
Ordered pair. You know what I'm talking about?
Three
X,
over
comma,
three.
y. They're stumping you here, aren't they? Over 3 and up 3. That would work. 3, 3 would work. There's some more places. Over 2, up 1. 2, 1. That would work. Is there anything else? I see a couple more. Hold on.
Down 6 over 1. Or over -1.
Give me an ordered pair form. So
Over
we're
-1
down
down
6.
6.
Negative 1. Negative. Not negative 6. Negative 5. Negative 1. Negative 5. That would be an okay point. What would be another point that I could end at? There's one more. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that
Up
okay?
4
1,
of 5.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be an okay point. Alright, so we've got lots of points. You don't have to do this every time, guys. I just want you to realize that it doesn't, there's multiple places where you can end. You're still going to have the same slope. I'm going to start here at this y-intercept value. It just happens to be the one to start at. And I'm going to end at this one here. I think the closest one. So I'm going to rise how many units? 2. So the rise is 2. And my run is how many? How many do I run? 1. Again, both of those are positive. I went up 2, so it's a positive 2. I'm going to go right 1, so it's a positive 1. If you have a slope that needs to be simplified, like our slope is 2 over 1, we can simplify that. I do want you to do that. Otherwise, I would mark it incorrect when you want simplified. Well, what is 2 over 1 simplified to? 2. So please make sure you do that. So again, we're going to write our equation. Our y-intercept of -3 is going to go in for b. And our slope of 2 is going to go in for n. So let's go ahead and substitute into our equation down there. Y equals 2x minus 3. Are you guys okay with the minus 3 there?
Yeah. Basically the same thing.
Okay. Let's look at the third example. Okay, we're writing our equation in slope-intercept form. We need 2 things. We need a slope and we need a y-intercept. Always need those 2 things to write an equation in this form. Looking at your graph, can you pinpoint the y-intercept?
Yes.
What is it? Positive 1. So my y-intercept, the b is 1. Can someone give me an ordered pair for another point I could use to help me find my slope? Isaac. Negative 1, 3. Negative 3, 2. That would be an okay ending point. What's another one? Chance? 3, 0. I knew what you meant. You were going down 1 over 3. Chance had the ordered pair there. 3, 0. That would work. Is there any others that are on my graph currently? I don't think so. I don't think so. Do we have to start at the y-intercept?
Yes.
Yes.
No. You don't have to. I could start here if I wanted.
Oh.
Technically, I could start here if I wanted. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you start in as long as you start into one of these points.
Oh.
It does not matter. You're going to end up with the same result. Let's start here. I'm going to start here at this point, and I'm going to end at the y-intercept this time. So starting here, I'm going to rise. Actually, I'm going to have to fall. So when I fall, what is that going to make it? Negative 1. So I'm going down 1. And then I'm going to go over how many? 3. Can I simplify that fraction of negative 1/3 at all? No, it's in simplest form. So let's write our equation. Y equals negative 1/3 x plus 1. I would like for you to try this problem on your own real quick. You just raise your hand, you just show me your Mrs. Selma. We'll go on from there. We'll see, make sure you guys have this. Okay, slope. That y-intercept, not even start with the y-intercept. What is the y-intercept? Negative 1, right here. It's where your line crosses that y-axis right there, negative 1. The slope, I'm going to start here and I might end here at this point. So I'm going to rise 1 and run 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 over 4. So our equation is y equals 1/4 x minus this one. Alright, so you already checked out these next two graphs.
Yeah.
They look different, don't they?
Yes. There's only 1 point.
Okay. Our others prior to now, they all have like a slant to them, don't they? This next one is horizontal, and then one's a vertical line. I guess the first one's vertical, the next one's horizontal. Well, let's talk about what these equations are going to be. Look at this next graph. What's the y-intercept?
No, it's -3.
Think of my question. What is the y-intercept? That's the x-intercept.
0.
Right here. It crosses the x-axis.
Oh,
-3.
right.
What do you think, Ben? Caleb? What's undefined?
Because
No, hang on. This is a trick question. What is the y-intercept, guys? What does it mean to be a y-intercept?
It's on the y.
Where it crosses the y-axis. Alright? So where does this line cross the y-axis?
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
It doesn't. So does it have a y-intercept?
No.
It doesn't. We don't see undefined. And slope is undefined. It doesn't have a y value, doesn't have a y-intercept, so it doesn't have a y variable in the equation. This is going to be an x equals equation. X equals what? Well, what is the x value?
-3.
-3. So we would say x equals -3. Let me give you another one. Hang on. What if we had, I'm going to change colors for it. Let's see that. Looking at the green line, it happens to be right there along that y-axis. Tricking you here.
And it's all the points.
What would be the equation for that? What about 0?
X equals 0.
X equals 0. Okay. What about this one? Looking at the pink line. What's that equation? X equals 1. What about this one? X equals 5. So what kind of rule can we make if we have a vertical line that goes up and down? What kind of rule can we make for our equation? What can we say? It's always going to be what? X equals. We have a vertical line. We have a vertical graph. Vertical graphs will always be x equals something. And if it goes up and down, it's always going to be x equals something. Can I tell you how I remember this? It's something silly, but I do. I want you to draw a big X on your paper. Can you do that? The letter X is made up of 2 V's. Do you see that? You guys already know this trick? You see the V?
Yeah.
X is made up of 2 V's. V for vertical. Remember that. A vertical graph is x equals. And the way to help you with that, the x makes a V. Might help you remember, which is going to be x equals x, y equals. Look at the last graph if you would, please. This is a horizontal graph, so it's different. It's not going to be x equals this time. Do we have a y-intercept?
Yes.
What is it?
Y equals 1.
Y-intercept, so b is equal to 1. Do I have a slope on this
No.
graph? I do. What is the chance?
0.
0. The slope is 0. Do you guys remember slope, dude?
Yeah.
Did you watch it last year, Mrs. Dyer?
Yes.
Okay. Remember when he was skiing along the long, flat part? What did he say?
This is 0.
This is 0 fun. This is 0 fun. Horizontal line has a slope of 0. Okay. Let's write our equation. Y equals m is 0. 0x plus 1. We can simplify that, don't we?
Y
Yeah.
equals 1. Y equals x plus
Well, what is 0x?
0.
0. Do I need to put that into my problem?
No.
No. Y equals 1 is sufficient. Y equals 1. Let me give you another one.
1.
How about that green graph? Can you identify that equation? What's the y-intercept?
C.
D is -2. What's the slope? 0. Remember, this is 0 fun. So write your equation. Y equals 0x minus 2. Or how else should we simplify this? Y equals.
You want to do it on the first one first.
No, goodness, no. If you know it's y equals -2, write it down as y equals -2. I'm just trying to give you a thought process of why it is the way it is. Question?
Oh, I was saying, I don't know if you had already were going to say this, but I already thought of a way that you can remember a y is horizontal.
How's that?
If you turn a y upside down, it kind of looks like a sideways H.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Write a big Y on your paper.
Or I like to use capital Y.
Capital Y, that would work. That would work. If I take the Y, you guys can't do this as easy as I can, and I flip it upside down, doesn't it look like an H for horizontal? That might be a way to remember. If you have a horizontal line, it's going to be Y equals something. I have all kinds of little tricks like this, and I'll be sharing them with you. So if you guys come up with anything of your own, I want to know it. This is how I study, and I remember things. I have silly tricks in my brain to help me remember. The sillier they are, the better, the easier it is for me to remember. So share with me if you guys run across something that helps you remember. I want to know it. All right. So real quick to review, if we have a vertical line that's going up and down, what is it always going to be? X equals some number, whatever that x-intercept is. If we have a horizontal line, what is that equation always going to be? Y equals some number. What is the slope of a vertical line? Repeat my question. The slope of a vertical line. What does the slope dude say when he falls off the cliff? Undefined. Okay. And the slope of a horizontal line is 0. This is 0. Alright. I do have some problems for you to practice tonight. You are just writing the equation. They're going to give you the graph and you're coming up with the equation. You'll need your textbook. Page 218, 11 through 14, and 33 through 36. Go up the pair with somebody. I don't have any extra. I'll just go over here. Just pair up with somebody. No, I want you staying here.